There may be only one question I hate more than what's for dinner. And that question is, when can we meet? What's your schedule look like? Because here's what happens. I start an email, or maybe I go to populate a calendar over in Confluence that I share with my customer, or maybe I open a chat. But either way, I need to go over to my calendar, look through here and say, okay, it looks like Thursday, I've got Thursday afternoon and Friday looks good. So I come back out here and I start saying Thursday between this and Friday between this. And then I send it and then we back and forth. And then somebody inevitably books me in between time. And then all of my availability changes. So, how do we fix that? The good news is Outlook is here to help us by creating a book with me page. You probably have seen this. Maybe you've seen it on somebody's LinkedIn. Maybe you've seen a link in somebody's email down at the bottom right here, book time with me, or they just send you the link via email. Either way, we can use this book time with me function through Outlook to create a link, send it off to our clients in any way we want to, and let them pick the time that works for them. Let them coordinate internally with their people. And when they get the link, they're going to land on a page like this. And yes, you can have more than one booking pages for different reasons. And I'll show you that in a moment. But as they scroll through here, I've got this set up for 30-minute increments, letting them know I'm looking forward to meeting them with them. They can select what days may work for them. They see the times and the time zone that I have here. They can also change the time zone if they want to, and they'll be able to click on a time, hit next, enter their information, and book it. You are booked. Let's just say that. So for the 25th at 1 p.m. They click on book, everybody gets a confirmation that it's booked. And well, as Bob's your uncle. So, how did we create this page? We come to our calendar page, and here under new event, there is a drop down, and we see here bookable time. I've already created a couple. This is how you create your first one. Remember, I said you can have multiple, so you could name this something else. You could have one calendar set up for office hours, one calendar set up for one on one times, one calendar set up for mentorship, etc. So set time blocks for yourself that work for those different types of meetings. So maybe one of these is for clients. And so let's say for client meetings. And our slot duration, we can select one of these or select a custom one. And then notice here, by default, it gives Monday through Friday, 10 to 7 p.m., but we can change that availability. So this is where it matters if we're going to create separate calendars for separate purposes. And so maybe for client meetings, I think we all know, or if you don't know, now you do. I am not a morning person, guys. So let's say that I really only want people being able to book me from 1 to 5 p.m. on Mondays. And in fact, you know what? I'm not even a Monday person. Let's instead say that on Tuesdays from 1 to 5 are times I want to set up for those kind of ad hoc or ad needed meetings. And let's take Friday off there because who wants to meet on Fridays anyway, and leave those other ones the same. But if I wanted to, I could adjust them. In fact, let's say on Thursdays, I'll be a little more open, but I want to make sure I have time for lunch. So I'll say Thursday 10 to 12, and then I'll add a time here and we'll make that from 1:30 till 5. There we go. Now I'm going to hit save. Now, if I wanted to, I could also make it during a specific duration, but I just want this to be ongoing. I'll hit save. Now we've got our calendar. Something I want to point out here, notice here, note, it says note, so notice it. People can book a time with you only during the hours you specify and when you don't have a conflict. I'll be honest, the first time I did this, I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep this up every week, having to go in and change it, and then completely really missed the point of what this whole application was meant to do and make easier for us. So it's only going to publish the times that are available where you haven't booked it yourself, where you haven't accepted any other meeting requests. And then we can decide here who is allowed to use this. I can make it public or I can make it private. Public's delightful because then I can include that on my email signature so anybody can see it. Otherwise, we can say only this group of people could do it. So maybe if you had a client specific one, use it just for those. I'm going to set it so that it automatically creates that team meeting for me also. And I have a description here in case people are wondering, why the heck are you creating time slots with me, or why would you want to? They can read that description. I hit create, and now I have a new bookings page. All right, so now that I have a bookings page, let's go back and look here. So here is that main booking page I made. Let me go to my bookings page and we'll see some additional functionality available to us here. So here is my main page. I could change that background if I wanted to. So, hey, Ditmar, right, you can have your fun mountain background, but otherwise you are relegated to just a few to choose from. Here is where we can have our options for sharing these things. So I had selected previously, put that on my email signature. Which one of my booking pages are public and which one is private right there. So this is one I had created earlier, book time with your friendly Valiantis consultant. And here I can come in and edit these settings. Again, save, share. Let me copy that link and I'm going to open up that one in another page so we can take a peek at that as well. And you can see just how easy it is for you to be able to share your schedule, let people come out here and pick the times that work for them. You can put the link in an email. You can have the link out on a Confluence page that you're sharing with your client. You can send it in a chat. But either way, it's going to make it super easy for folks to know when you are available to meet and for you to take full control over the times you want to allow that to happen.